Hello YouTubers and welcome to Mud Max Metal Detecting. Right, I'm going to show you the fun in the field from the weekend with me and Damon. One of us, as you will probably have worked out from the title, had a better day than the other. And then at the end I want to talk to you about this, and something especially about this that I think probably also applies to a lot of other metal detectors. I won't say any more than that at the moment, but you'll see a couple of clips in the field where I don't find anything special. I didn't find much special all day, come to that, but you'll see a couple of clips that make more sense at the end when I talk about what I did by accident when I was hunting at the weekend. But first of all, let's have a look at the finds and then stick around at the end. Some interesting information, some food for thought. Let's get stuck in. Ugh. No wonder that fooled the machine. What a lump of iron. There's a hole running through the middle of it, some kind of latch piece perhaps. I really don't know, and I really don't care. Ugly signal. Drew far too far back off of it, but you would, wouldn't you? Ugh. Oh well, one for the bag. Well, I've just followed that lump of iron with that. Yes, I think there was an old gate here, or somebody's buried an old gate here. I think I'll move on a bit. Damon, I understand you've broken the curse of the cursed field.
I certainly have, yes.
You've got yourself a stunning military button. Oh, that is absolutely gorgeous. Let's get that on close up. Well done.
Brilliant.
Oh, how about that? Look at that. That is an absolute stunner. That is beautiful. And Damon will have no trouble finding out what that is. I would imagine it's Second World War, but that is absolutely gorgeous. That is one beautiful military button. Well, I'm using the single high tone again for you Deus people, and I really think it does help to get the little tiny stuff at depth, because that little high tone really kicks through. That was in the last spadeful. Right on down, there goes the pointer. That pointer is just over 9 inches long, as you know if you've got an MI6, and it's gone. I was right down there, and it's a tiny little piece. He's on the finds again! He's on the finds again! It's all right, you smiling, mate. Keep finding everything. Tiny coin! What on earth? Oh, it's a halfpence piece. It's a halfpence piece. Oh, it's a tiny coin. I'm thinking, oh, little rose farthing or something.
Tiny.
Yeah, of course it's tiny. It's half p. We don't use those anymore. You'll have to take it to the bank. Congratulations on your halfpence piece.
My first one.
Oh, it's the detecting first. Yeah. You've had better firsts, mate. Yeah.
It's nice though.
Yeah, put it in your fines box. Remember, don't wet it.
Yeah.
Don't wet it.
No, I won't, no.
Or you'll ruin that half p. Okay, here's one for Grim Bleeper. Baton. Is that how he says it? Baton. Probably not a very good impersonation. Not a very good find either. Now, I wonder if that's a pot mend that's fallen out of the pot. It's lead. It's the right kind of shape. Yeah, I wonder. Some kind of stop-up, maybe. There's no pot around. Can't find any pot. Either that or it's a cap. Look at that. It's a lead cap. A very small one. There are imps in the field. You don't want to wear lead caps, lads. That'll weigh your head down. Yay! 1942 threepenny bit. Oh man, I know it's not the world's greatest find, but it's better than a poke in the eye with a pointy stick. And on a day like today, where it really has been difficult, it's just nice to see a coin come up. I don't actually have a lot of threepenny bits, so ironically I'm quite pleased with that. It's still history after all. At last, I find a coin. Well, Damon's really saving the day today, because he says he's got some stuff to show me. He just shouted. He's got a few bits and bobs. I've got a threepenny bit, mate. I've got a threepenny bit. That is it.
Well, I found the Queen Elizabeth halfpenny.
Yeah, you got that to show me. Queen Elizabeth halfpenny, and you got something else as well.
George VI halfpenny.
Oh, you got a George VI.
Go with it.
There you go, folks.
And a complete bullet.
What people say about you've got to walk over it doesn't matter what detector you've got. Mine's over £1,000, and this is under 300, and it's full of fines, and mine isn't. Well, Damon's had that funny little conical thing there. We have no idea what that is. None whatsoever. He's had a pair of ships. One is George and one is Elizabeth. There we go, both in nice condition. Pair of ships. And a complete bullet. And what a Bobby Dazzler that is. Flipping heck. Look at that. Need to get the calibre on that. Get the width and yeah, put it on the video. Flipping heck. And last, but by no means least, what we think could possibly be a very large seal stamp, because the lettering is the wrong way round. And it's got some kind of castle on it. It's chewed up, mangled up, but yeah, quite possibly some old thing for stamping in the old wax. A blooming big one, mind you, but that's what we think it might be. But Damon has knocked it out the park, absolutely knocked it out the park, and I've got a footmy bit. Well, that was the faintest spitty little whisper. Right down there again. She's out. Not a spitty whisper anymore. Well, she's hit. Oh, hang on. No. Okay. Oh, what are you? Wow. Nothing special, but stupidly deep, stupidly small, tiny, no numbers, no nothing really. So yeah, it's a high conductor. You've got to go after him. Well, he's calling me over. You can see it's getting dark, folks. Really is starting to get dark. And he's calling Victoria coin. Damon has smashed it today. I'm not bringing you any more. A Victoria coin.
It's a farthing.
It's a farthing, a little Victorian farthing. Yeah. Well, if we've got enough light left, let's have a close-up then. Well done, mate.
1984. 1884.
Yeah, I was going to say, I know she lived a long time, but come on.
Yeah, 1884.
Yeah. Okay. She's a bit grizzled, as you can see. But you can definitely make out Britannia on that side. I think with a clean up. Yeah. Oh yeah. There she is. Bit grizzled, but yeah, with a clean up, I'm sure we'll see a bit more of Vicky. How you doing, Vicky? Thanks for joining the party. Okay, so there we go. Some fun in the fields and lots of fines for one of us, anyway. Right, now what was it I was yapping on about at the start to do with the control box? And what am I trying to get at? Well, basically, I made a mistake. I was using the program that I set up for the last video, a demonstration one that I did indoors. So it's my two-tone, high-tone program, but because I'd done it indoors, I'd done it with sensitivity on 70%. And being the wally that I am, I went straight out in the field and detected with sensitivity at 70%. But the funny thing is, I really didn't notice a difference. I honestly didn't. You saw a couple of deep targets that I put on the video. The machine was super calm in 18 kilohertz. Normally it's quite chatty, but it behaved impeccably. And all in all, I had a fantastic day's detecting as far as performance was concerned. Now, you might look at the finds that Damon had and say, well, clearly that shows that a higher sensitivity was better. But when you look at the depth I was getting on good conductors, I think I just didn't walk over much special. Well, I didn't walk over anything special. But performance-wise, I was just as impressed as always. In fact, more than impressed, because the machine was so calm. So the point I'm trying to make is, I think, and I thoroughly recommend, that everybody goes out, buries a few targets, and starts dropping their sensitivity, and try and see when you actually notice a performance difference. Because if you can go down a fair bit and still get the same depth, then you can take a lot of that chatter out, a lot of those false pips and squeaks, and you might actually find your machine performs better. We all seem to strive for lots of power in our machine, but sometimes I think we strive for that too much, and maybe less could be more. So there you go. That was just my thoughts and my finds in the field, or my findings in the field. I found the machine behaved brilliant. I've got to do a lot more testing because that was just one hunt, and I am going to bury a few targets and see what happens, and I will share that with you when I do it. So there you go. Have a play around, drop your sensitivity, see how you get on. Your machine might perform better at about 70% than you think. Okay, until the next time, good luck, happy hunting, and I'll see you soon.